Morning folks, how are we doing? Hope you're good. I'm feeling pretty good this morning, feeling pretty pumped. I've had a good week's worth of sleep, so that has definitely made a real difference. So today we're going to talk about perspective and putting your life into perspective, because it's an important thing to really understand about what you do have in your life. And I was talking to a friend about it yesterday, so I want to share some thoughts with you. As always, if you're listening on podcast, at the end of the podcast, please scroll down and just drop a review for me. I massively appreciate it. It just helps the ratings go up. Just tell somebody about the podcast, get people listening. Let's get this podcast right up that chart so more people can listen and benefit from it. If you're watching a video, please drop a share. Massively appreciate it. Thank you so much. All right, so let's get to it. So, perspective. In my weird little mind and vision, I always look at perspective as a bubble. And in that bubble is all of the things that I give a shit about. I mean, the real things that you have going on in your life. So in there, I have my 3 children. In there, I have my partner. In there, I have the fact that I have a mortgage and I have a house. In there, I have the fact that I have a van and a car. I'm lucky enough to have that in there. I'm lucky enough to think I got my fucking phone. In there, I'm lucky enough to have people that trust me with their fitness, health and mindset in the brotherhood. And in there, I'm grateful. I am grateful. But in there, in that bubble, I also have my friends. So my circle, if you like, the people that I spend most of my time with. I can be myself around the most. And in that little bubble, when I put into perspective everything else that's going around me, I look back at the bubble or look into the bubble and think, well, wait a minute, look at all those great things that you have in that bubble. And we all forget it. Like I forgot it this week. I got consumed a little bit with work, just got things coming up, deadlines coming up. You know, for the dads coaching the brotherhood, it's all sort of going to go mental from a couple of weeks. And putting stuff out in America as well, and as well as the UK. So I guess I've been preoccupied. I guess I felt a little bit like, do you know what I felt like? I'll be honest, and I felt it last night, and ironically I had a gin. I felt like I was just existing. And, you know, I talk about this a lot. I felt like, oh God, I'm just getting up, I'm just doing the same thing. Are people getting bored of the live feeds? Are people getting bored of the podcast? And start questioning a lot of stuff. I also start thinking about like problems that are going on in life, and the fucking minor problems. Honestly, like literally everyday shit that we all worry about. Everyday shit that we all worry about. You worry about it. I worry about it. And I'm usually on top of all this. I'm usually like in control of it. I'm like, well, it's not really an issue. But I've been a bit ranty in the car when driving. You know, we all have road rage, right? It's my downfall. I also been a bit. Do you know what? I'm usually relaxed with the kids, probably too relaxed, and actually done my parenting some good because I've been straight to the point with the kids. And come here, and actually banned the boy from Fortnite for 2 days for just fucking around, and then grounded my daughter. So I'm literally on fire in those terms. Perhaps I should be a bit more grumpy more often. But it goes to that thing, and it always comes back to your foundation, your bubble, your hub, and that is your perspective. Thinking about the things that you have in place in your life, and not being so short-sighted. I look into my bubble, I see my 3 kids, although they're getting bollockings. They're still amazing. I still love them. I'm still so grateful that I have 3 healthy children right now. And I'm able to come home to a young lady that is 17 months year old, 18 months, and is in the primal of her life in terms of humour and learning and trying to speak new words. And there's me, like, sometimes almost missing that slightly because of fucking ridiculous things going on in life. Morning, guys. And then I look at my eldest, who is going through a tough time, but, you know, I'm seeing her sort of come out the other side of it, and then seeing my boy on the mats last night at jiu-jitsu, Like, he was born to do jiu-jitsu. And you know what kids are like, I don't want to do it, I don't want to do this, I don't want to do that. But when I put it into perspective, I'm sitting now, I'm able to watch my son do jiu-jitsu when I know so many people aren't fortunate enough as me to be able to, like, they're on the way home from work. So I'm so grateful to be able to have that perspective, you know. Those little shit things don't matter. I have a great partner that keeps me grounded, keeps me focused, keeps me on my toes. You know, I've got a house, I've got a mortgage. You know, sometimes you end up moaning about like little stupid things that don't matter at work or around life. And I just, you know, I think back, God, wait a minute, I'm going back to my house. Well, perspective, let's fucking, you know, what do I have? And I think so many of us forget this. And we become stressed, and we suddenly go down this rabbit hole of self-destruction. And it takes us away from our health. It takes us away from our health. You know, the primary goal being you suddenly become stressed, you suddenly become very frustrated, you suddenly become very distracted, aggressive, and then we suddenly emotionally eat and drink. You know, I do it all, like, not all the time, but I do it quite a lot, and I notice it because I had 2 gins last night. I never have fucking 2 gins in a double shot glass. 2 double gins, okay, slow it down. But I could just tell last night I needed it. I was quite emotional. It's like getting fired up about shit. So I decided to take some time off today and go and do, I've got a client this morning, do some jiu-jitsu, go and see a friend, and then spend some time with Alba and just go, do you know what, fucking work can wait. Work can wait. You know, I'll get into my group, Brotherhood, make sure they're all good. We did a live feed last night, which was great. You know, some of those guys in there are just bloody amazing, honestly. We did a live accountability last night. So basically I went live, and we have an accountability system on Monday, Wednesdays and Fridays, and I was holding the guys accountable. It was like telling naughty kids off. But in seriousness, you know, it was just making them understand that actually a lot of the problems that they're having is distraction. Is thinking that, you know, we forget what we have in our life, you know, and getting overwhelmed with work being the main fucking culprit. Fuck work, fucking work, honestly, it kills everybody. But I just wanted to do this post really because I wanted you to take a second, and I just want you to take a look at your family, take a look at the house, and take a look at the car that you're driving in. Take a look at the fact that you are still breathing, being the main one, and realise that actually you have a pretty good fucking life. That you have a good fucking life. You know, because if something happened when your kids had to be rushed into hospital, your missus had to be rushed into the hospital, there was a car crash, touch wood, some major incident, all of those problems, everything going on in your life would suddenly just like literally be like gravity kicking in space, drop everything, and your path and your mindset would be so clear on what was important in life. Now that's not going to happen obviously, but I'm just giving you an extreme type of mindset. And that's where we get so lost, because we forget that shit. We forget how important that is. And I just want you to understand that the most important things in your life are the things that keep you going. They're the things that you need to be focusing on and getting worried about. Not fucking all the shit, all the materialistic shit around you. Not the fact that you didn't get your coffee in today. Not the fact that your boss is pissing you off. Not the fact that you dropped your keys down the drain. You know? Just take a second to think about the people, the things that are in your perspective bubble. So when you have a perspective bubble, you put all of the very, very important things that mean something to you. And you can put me in there if you want, that's fine. And then when it gets tough, come back to your perspective bubble and go, are any of those things affected? No, then it doesn't fucking matter. Move on. All right? Good. All right, listen, so we're going to wrap it up there. If you do get a chance to, just drop a review on the podcast for me, share the video, that'd be great. Just don't forget the most important things in your life. Just don't forget them throughout the day. Write them down. What I used to do is have like a little collage thing on my Instagram. So basically you can get this app where you put lots of pictures together, and I put my top 5 things on there, and I save that picture and stick it under family. And you know, like you used to carry a picture around in your wallet, well I still do, of the kids or something. So I have all the things that I'm most grateful for and that are in my perspective bubble. So whenever I fucking feel stressed, overwhelmed, like I'm losing focus, I literally just look at those things and go, fuck this, and drop. I remember dropping work. I just went, fuck it, I'm going home. Just because I wanted to, because you can, you fucking can. You can do whatever you want. You can do whatever you fucking want in life. Anything you want. No one owns you, no one runs you. You can literally do whatever you want. So make the right choices, you know. Stay calm today, stay in control. Put things in perspective if it's not happening for you. I wonder how many times I said perspective. Have a great day, and I'll catch you soon.